I've been having migraine headaches since I was 13 years old. By the time I was in my 20s, I had restless leg syndrome, couldn't sit for more than 2 hours through a movie or a play. As years went on, symptoms and various disorders got worse and worse, and by the time I was in my 40s, I had developed sleep apnea and other sleep disorders that left me dealing with depression off and on for 20 years. I was unable to focus, I was irritable, I was losing my memory, which I had always had a really sharp memory, and I was having trouble with that. The list goes on, and I needed help and went looking for, finally realized I needed to treat the sleep problem that maybe was underlying the others. Before coming to Dr. Shirazi, I had tried at least 10 years of Western medicine, dealing with everything from orthopedics to internists, treating the migraines specifically, treating all my various ailments as individual ailments. The 10 years prior, I had tried alternative medicines ranging from chiropractic to acupuncture to naturopathic IV treatments. I mean, I had really been willing to try anything. And we kept getting closer and closer, but clearly there were underlying pieces of the puzzle that weren't fitting together. I had seen a pulmonologist who took me down the very wrong road, and fortunately was finally referred by another pulmonologist to, the TMJ Sleep Center. The treatment when I came here began with a treatment for TMJ, which was a surprise. I didn't even know I had TMJ. And so it began with an appliance to treat the TMJ and stop the clenching patterns that I had, holding the tension in here. From there, it went on to treat the sleep apnea with an appliance that I wear at night. And my most recent sleep studies showed no sign of sleep disorders. So I was one of his more complicated patients. It wasn't something that cleared up in 2 or 3 weeks. It took months, but there were at least 8 issues we were dealing with. And by starting with the sleep, we were able to start making inroads into the others. The treatment included reaching out to other doctors as necessary to do cranial work to help with the muscles in the head and jaw and neck area. It included a naturopath to help with the hormonal balancing, and beyond. Dr. Shirazi would recognize where other expertise was needed and kept putting those puzzle pieces together, working as a team to chip away at the problems. They were so effective at that, in fact, that both of my sons have inherited some TMJ problems and clenching problems, and I've taken both of them for treatment. And the one he was only 8 years old and had had chronic headaches for months. They're gone. The headaches are gone, the stomach aches are gone. He is really a new child, and I am very much on the road to recovery. The people in my life have been affected by my illness for so many years. My lack of energy, my irritability when I wasn't feeling good, headaches 2, 3, 4 times a week, my husband having to pick up the slack, fix the dinners when he gets home from work, so much that I should have been able to do. I used to work full-time in a very high-stress job and have been pretty much out of work for 5 years, largely because of my disability. And I have energy now. I'm starting to be able to do things and interact in a way I could not before. And I'm far more patient with my children, far more appreciative and able to interact with my husband, and even reach out to other people in my life, my friends, my community, and be there for them in a way that I just couldn't. I had nothing left. I was totally depleted. And now I'm back to I'm much closer to being the person who I am meant to be. The options available for therapy here at the TMJ Center are almost miraculous. that they're the first, having spent 20 years dealing with different doctors, different treatments, different approaches. This is the first time I can honestly say they are treating the causes, and they're seeing the interconnectedness of all of these different diseases or elements, and not just treating them as, not treating the symptoms or assuming that the symptom is the problem, but really getting down to the causes and willing to go. They never give up. I've been with them a year. They never give up.